My name is Rafael, you're watching Rock and Roll Garage, and today I'm going to show you why Ritchie Blackmore is a big fan of Mountain and Leslie West. But first, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, and leave your comment. Well, that's right, he's a big fan of Mountain, the legendary Deep Purple and Rainbow guitarist Ritchie Blackmore. And let's start. Let me show you a little bit about Mountain and show also what Blackmore said about them. Mountain was formed in Long Island, New York by Leslie West, vocalist and guitarist, Felix Pappalardi, vocals and bass, Steve Knight, keyboards, and Andy Smart, drums, who would later be replaced by Corky Lang. Over the decades, Blackmore talked about many groups, including them. He always praised Mountain and was quite impressed by their music when he first heard them early hit Mississippi Queen. Was the first track that he heard by Mountain, and his bandmate, the drummer Ian Page, was also present. He recalled this in an interview with Newsweek. He said, "I remember Ian Page, and we're out for a drink in a bar in Germany. In 1970, I think it was. We were pretty pleased with our record in rock, and they were playing it. And then this other record came on. We didn't know who he was, but it was such an amazing, big, hard sound. We looked at each other very nervously and thought, who the hell is that? So we asked the DJ, and it was Mountain with Mississippi Queen. And that thundered. But we couldn't speak because we didn't know what to say. We thought, oh my God, that is one hell of a sound." The former Deep Purple guitarist even said in an interview that in his opinion, Mountain was one of the biggest bands in the world in 1970. They were mentioned by him alongside Led Zeppelin, Deep Purple, Black Sabbath, and Vanilla Fudge. And Blackmore really was a big fan of Leslie West's guitar playing, and he told Andy Alador that Deep Purple was influenced by Mountain. He said, "I really loved Leslie West's playing. Ultimately, Purple and Mountain did a few tours together. Every now and again, Leslie would just walk out on the stage, unannounced, and start playing, while his band was still in the dressing room. They all come running out of there and to the stage as fast as they could, after which he immediately walk off. Madness. I like that eccentricity in him. And he plays mostly with just 3 fingers. He doesn't bother with the pinky much at all, but it's all there. Great vibrato." He was even questioned if Mountain really influenced the direction Deep Purple took during their era, becoming a hard rock band. And he said, "Yes, that's right. At the time we were trying to find our way as a band, some sort of category. John Lord was into the classical stuff. Although I love classical music, I wanted to follow up the Deep Purple album, which was the last one with the original lineup, with something much heavier out rock. I said, if that doesn't work, let's go back to playing with orchestras. And that's how In Rock came about." West liked Blackmore both as a guitarist and as a person. He once said that many people didn't like Ritchie because he did most of his talking through his guitar. According to the late West, people misunderstood Blackmore's shyness and believed he was arrogant. According to West, he was not like that at all. Leslie curiously played Deep Purple's Smoke on the Water with the band in 1994, but at the time, Ritchie Blackmore had already left the band for good, and Joe Satriani was the current guitarist. So that's a small story about Ritchie Blackmore's love and admiration for Mountain, one of the most important American bands of all time, and one of the most important hard rock groups of all time. The late Felix Pappalardi, for example, produced Cream Records. So they were really part of rock history besides their albums. And Leslie West, to this day, is recalled as one of the greatest American guitarists of all time. And that's it. If you haven't heard Mountain, please go and listen to their 70s albums. They are brilliant, especially the first 2. If you haven't heard them, go check it out. You're gonna fall in love by that music. It's hard, it's heavy, and it's fantastic. So go check them out. Okay, if you want to read more, go to the description, visit the article I wrote about it, and please leave your comment, like the video, and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and see you later.